is only from my own experience. I would advise that you go out there and you consult someone you trust from a religious perspective. I remember we were working in one of the organizations and we actually created a guide for the brothers and sisters. It was a Muslim organization about how to actually do istikhara and what to do and how it works and stuff like that. So I'm just going to talk to you about the guide that we kind of created, right? So what we did is we basically looked into it, and it's quite a simple process, right? It entails you praying 2 rak'ah of salah, right? So this could be a sunnah salah or nafil salah. You pray 2 rak'ah, and at the end of that, you make the dua of istikhara. If you go online, istikhara.com or make dua or something like that, I don't know those websites, but I'm just saying that if you go on and search there, you'll find the dua for istikhara. And within that dua, there's actually a place where you got to stop. So you read the dua. The way I do it is I would read the dua in Arabic, and when I read it, at some point you'll see like a little dash, and at that point you say the thing you are making a decision for. Now, the way to do it is actually to make the decision before you do the istikhara. So a lot of people, they're like, okay, should I go X or should I go Y? And then the istikhara is like, should I go X or Y? Should I go X or Y? But that's not exactly how you do it. The way it's supposed to be done is that you have a decision to make. So for example, let's say my decision is, should I go live on YouTube? Okay, so that's the question I have. That's the kind of dilemma I have. Should I do live stream on YouTube, or should I do it on Facebook, or should I not do it at all? Okay, so when you're faced with a decision like this, the first thing you do is you go to people that you trust, people of knowledge, people who are experienced, and you go and ask them. So maybe I'll go to someone, sister who is the backbone, mashallah, tabarakallah. She's the one who does all the great work, and I'm just the face of it all. She does all the great work, mashallah, tabarakallah. So imagine I go to Sister Usman and I say, I'm thinking of going online for live. Do you think I should go online on YouTube? Do you think I should go on Facebook? Do you think I should just not do it? She might say to me, yeah, I think you should go on YouTube because XYZ reason. And I'm like, okay, so she thinks that. Maybe I'll go and ask other people. But at the end of it, I'll have like some shura, you know, some advice from all of these guys. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Considering everything I heard, I think I'm going to go live on YouTube. So then at that point, I'm kind of making a decision that inshallah, I'm going to go live on YouTube. So this is my decision. Now I'm going to go ask Allah to help me with this decision, right? So then I'll go and pray my 2 rak'ah. Then I will actually, at the end of it, make dua. When I make the dua for istikhara, I will say, when it says hadal amr, like the thing, I will say that this thing of going live on YouTube, right? So I will say the specific decision I've made, because in the dua it says, like, if you know this decision, so it's the decision I've made, is good for me, then make it happen or bring it close to me. And if it's not good, then distance it from me and take it away from me, right? So it's based on actually making a decision at the time that you're then asking Allah for help. So you make the decision, you ask Allah, if it's something good for my life, for my akhirah, then make it easy, make it happen. But if it's something difficult or it's bad or it's not good for my akhirah, then take it away, make it difficult for me, right? So you make that decision. I also read the dua in English as well, because I like to get that real connection with Allah where I understand the dua deeply. And then at the end of it, that's it. That's your istikhara made. And then you just go out and you take action. Like I've the YouTube thing. I'm going to go and send my emails out. I'm going to let the people know. I'm going to do all the actions for it. I'm just going to take it. But imagine that I did that and everything goes fine. Alhamdulillah, istikhara done. Everything's great. But what happens if I do that and suddenly my electricity goes, or the studio doesn't work, right? The YouTube studio doesn't work. What about then? Well, then, in a way, Allah's kind of distancing me from it. It's not being possible for me to happen, right? And so, therefore, it's becoming difficult. And so, sometimes what people do as well is that they kind of go through something and it's like becoming unnaturally difficult. Like it's just so difficult to do it. And it just feels like there's always obstacles. So at that point, I might reconsider. I'm like, look, I tried YouTube so many times, and every time I tried it, it never works. I'm not going to go on YouTube. I'm going to go on Facebook. I try Facebook and it starts working, right? So you can adjust and you can do those things as well. It doesn't mean that you're just kind of stuck to one point no matter what, and that's the only way to do it, right? So hopefully, that gives you a good overview of the way to do istikhara.